Multipliers back with Ali for the month of sales, really getting into the nitty gritty of what we need to understand right now, particularly with the environment. Here's the question, Ali, on the table. With what's going on and even in general, right? Doesn't matter, sales is sales. How do you know when to kick? How do you know when to hug a salesperson?
So that's a good question. I think it boils down to, obviously, you got to know your people. You got to know who reacts to what. However, I believe if it's a team of one, it's that one person. But you always have to look at who that team is. And if you've got a team of 5 people, a team of 10 people, you have to have a pulse on the morale of the team. If the morale is fixed mindset, woe is me, things are happening to me, low accountability, I have no control, you absolutely need to kick them. If the morale on the team is, hey guys, let's do it, let's keep going, let's keep pushing, and you can feel it when they're digging deep, right? They realize it's the fourth quarter. That's when you got to hug. That's when you got to, and I am by far and away what's the opposite of biggest fan? Like the biggest hater on like servant leadership. I am like, no, I am not about servant leadership at all. Like I am a specialist. I know what I'm good at. I am not going to do all of this other stuff. But that is when you literally have to be the towel boy, the water boy. Your team is out there crushing it. You have to be, what can I get for you? I'm going to order pizzas. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And when your team is getting after it themselves, but the results are low and you can feel that they're not getting that positive reinforcement through the sale itself, that's when you got to hug and you got to love up on them and you got to say, you're doing the right things. Keep it up. Keep it going. Basically, the determining factor is, are you looking to motivate and encourage what's currently happening? If the answer to that is no, then you've got to kick their ass and get them out of it. If the answer to that is yes, and you want to continue that behavior, but you know that the results aren't on the other end, they're working their tails off, but the deals aren't coming in because of external factors, that's when you got to love up on them, and that's when you got to hug them. So that's the way I look at it, is if they're in fixed mindset, and if I love up on them, that's going to encourage that. That's going to tell them, yes, you have no control. I'm here for you. I empathize with you. And that keeps them down, because people are ultimately trying to move away from discomfort. That's our natural tendencies. So when they are uncomfortable because they're getting poor results and you try to make them comfortable, well, shit, it's not so bad down here anymore, right? But when they are motivated and they're achieving or trying to achieve something, and you're saying that, yes, that's the right behavior, I want to elicit more of that, but you know on the backside, they're coming up against a wall, that's when you now need to make that behavior more comfortable and allow them to continue to engage in that. So that's how you know when to do which.
That's a good explanation. We always have heard that phrase, right? Sometimes you got to hug your salespeople. Sometimes you got to kick them. And man, I think it's great. Obviously, you broke that down, and to know when that difference is, because I think for a lot of us, we kind of struggle. Do they need, some open arms right now, or do they just need a foot? So, man, appreciate it. Thanks for sharing some wisdom on that. And I know that just comes from straight experience. All right, Minute Multipliers. Catch you next time.